I don't understand your problem, but let's address it. Okay, Dandylocks. The fact I follow them on TikTok, when I heard them start talking like this, I was immediately floored. I could not believe what I was hearing. So why didn't you say anything? Let me show you how simple this could be. Watch how easy. Boom. For you to limit the creator of all things from the book of Genesis to Malachi just shows that you have absolutely no faith in the creator. It just shows that you think the creator is limited. So when you have a relationship with the creator and the creator speaks to you, you know what's his and what's bullshit. Now, because you have a lack of understanding, let me teach you something that you may have missed in the Torah. Genesis chapter 5, starting at verse 23. Enoch lived 365 years, walking in close fellowship with Yah Almighty. That means that he was real close to Yah Almighty. Then one day, he just disappeared because Yah Almighty took him. Enoch walks in close fellowship with Yah Almighty, and he disappeared because he was taken up with Yah Almighty. Why? First Enoch chapter 92. The scroll written by Enoch. Enoch indeed wrote this complete doctrine of wisdom, which is praised of all men and a judge of all the earth. For all my children who will dwell on the earth, and for the future generations who will observe uprightness and peace. So y'all telling us not to believe the man that Yah Almighty took up into the heavens to write the scroll so that we can learn how to be righteous? Oh, okay. I'll call a man my king when David returns, and him only next to the Most High. Girl, you sound like a damn fool. Yah Almighty is not going to raise David from the dead to save Israel. So what y'all think, that we're not going to have a king? Do y'all think that we're not going to have a prophet for our generation? Your comment alone just shows your lack of understanding. You probably wouldn't be able to decipher the words of Yah Almighty if they were put in your face in big, bold, black letters. Whenever Yah Almighty speaks, the righteous knows that it's him speaking. Listen to your God talking. 2 Enoch chapter 35. Look, another generation will arise from their seed, much afterward, but of them many will be very instant. He who raises that generation will reveal to them the scrolls of your handwriting, Enoch, of your fathers, to them to whom he must point out the guardianship of the world, to the faithful men and the workers of my pleasure, who do not acknowledge my name in vain. And they will tell another generation, and those others having read will be glorified thereafter, more than the first. That is Yah Almighty telling us that he sent a prophet to reveal the handwritings of Enoch. And this generation that prophet is in is going to be more glorified than the prophets that you're waiting on for our ancestor King David to rise from the grave. Keep waiting on that. We were commanded to listen to Enoch. So that's what we're doing. What's so unrighteous about that? 3 Enoch chapter 10. And the herald went forth into every heaven, saying, This is my servant Metatron, aka Enoch. I have made him into a prince and a ruler over all the princes of my kingdom, and over all the children of heaven, except the 8 great princes, honored and revered ones, who are called Yah by the name of their king, and every messenger and every prince who has a word to speak in my presence before me will go into his presence before him and will speak to him instead. And you observe and fulfill every command that he utters to you in my name. So I'm confused. What are you so floored about? Are you floored to the fact that we have a king in our generation? What do you think, that Yah Almighty only sent Moses and King David to be kings in those generations, but we're not going to have one? You don't feel that we're at the end times? There is a king that has been risen for our generation, but you rather wait on a king that's dead, that's not going to come back? Enoch talks about this Son of Man. Why do you think that these books were removed from the Torah? So that you can continue to wait on King David? Girl. The crazy part about it is y'all so slow, y'all don't even know that Enoch is the one who revealed the Torah to Moses. Girl, I'm trying to teach you something. When Moses went up to Mount Sinai and received the scrolls, who do you think Moses received the scrolls from? Girl, I'm trying to teach you something. 3rd Enoch chapter 48, start at verse 7. YHWH, the God of Israel, is my witness in this thing, that when I revealed this secret to Moses, then all the host in every heaven on high raged against me and said to me, why do you reveal this secret to a son of man, born of woman, tainted and unclean, and a man of a decaying drop? The secret by which the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land, the mountains and the hills, the rivers and the springs, Ghana of fire and hail, the Garden of Eden and the tree of life was created, and by which Adam and Eve and the cattle and the wild beast and the bird of the air and the fish in the sea and behemoth and leviathan and the creeping things, the worms, the dragons of the sea and the creeping things of the deserts, and the Torah, and wisdom and knowledge and the thought of the knowledge of all things above and the fear of heaven were formed. Why do you reveal this to flesh and blood? Have you obtained authority from Makun? And again, Enoch, have you received permission? The explicit names went forth from before me with lightnings of fire and flaming chasmalim. But they were not appeased until the Holy One, blessed is he, rebuked them and drove them away with rebuke from before him, saying to them, I delight in, and I have set my love on, and have entrusted and committed to Metatron, my servant alone, for he is one unique among all the children of heaven. And Metatron, Enoch, brought them scrolls out from his house of treasuries, and he committed them to Moses. Moses listened to Enoch. Why? Because Yah Almighty said that we will talk to Enoch instead. Moses followed suit. Why aren't y'all? And these scrolls were given to men of faith, and the men of faith committed them to give warning and to heal by them all disease that rage in the world. As it is written, if you will diligently listen to the voice of Yah your God, and will do that which is right in his eyes, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases on you which I have put on the Egyptians. And I am Yah that heals you. Ended and finished. Praise be to the creator of the world. Why you still here?